Hi everyone, comic book reviewer here. This time reviewing on Batman, Gotham by Gaslight, the Kryptonian Age. Now as you know, DC Comics has brought back the whole Elseworld story, taking DC characters in a different time, different setting, and different place. And keep in mind that, Gotham by Gaslight was one of the original Elseworld stories that did get a sequel, a film adaptation, and was made into Earth 19. And keep in mind that, the point of the Kryptonian Age is meant to be giving a glimpse of other potential Gaslight versions of Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Superman and that. So the story mainly starts off in Kansas, where the Gotham by Gaslight versions of Jonathan and Martha Kent make their way to the sort of wilderness. And we do kind of see how, they hope they can get a better life. And we do kind of see how even Martha points out that Chief Black Condor gave them passage in that. So of course, after their horse gets startled, they see something falling from the sky, which crash lands. So of course, Jonathan Kent tries to look for Martha, but turns out they find a sort of pod and find something in it, which is implied to be Clark Kent. So of course, we see how Chief Condor, as well as the other Native Americans, look on, wondering what's going on. And we're given years later in Gotham City in 1893. We kind of see how, the Gotham by Gaslight version of Selina Kyle and Holly make their way to the sort of museum, but on their way, stopping to meet up with some old friends. And of course, Selina Kyle mainly goes through the sort of passageways, and even meets a young mother, saying, "Spare a nickel for the child? I'm sorry, I've none about me. I trust this will suffice. $silver? Saint above, I don't deserve it." So of course, Selina gives her a sort of card to find a special home for basically victim women. So Selina meets her friends and that about everything that's been going on, and to keep in tracks and that. So we're seen at the Kryptonian Age at the opening gala. Selina gives her invite, and of course it turns out from one of these sort of party guests, he knows who she is and do have a history from a gentleman's club. So of course we kind of see how Selina tries to play the whole naive kind of supportive card, and of course, since her husband died, she has to try and play the whole, "Oh, my husband's dead, I have to play on the waterworks" thing. And as soon as she gets into the owner of the museum's office, she mainly gets Holly to help barricade the door to swap places, and of course gets her Catwoman costume on. And of course, Holly has to play the whole kind of being quiet card, and Selina trying to steal the artifact that she's after. And we see how, Bruce Wayne's fiancée, known as Julie, talks about all of the potential inventions and all of the potential achievements for the future. And we see how, Selina Kyle breaks into the museum, and this does give you implications that some of these artifacts belong to other characters, like, a potential Gotham by Gaslight versions of Hawkman and Hawkgirl, Aquaman, as well as basically other characters. So after stealing the ring of John L. Lie, which is implied to be a Green Lantern ring, we see how, she escapes to meet her buyers, who are basically at a dock warehouse and wondering where she is. So Selina mainly gives them a fright, but of course they sort of exchange the deals, but of course has to play it smart. And after getting her cut, which are diamonds, they mainly see the ring saying, "What in the name of
This ain't mine. Open it, you knucklehead. Good lord, it ain't natural. Why's it glowing?
So of course we kind of see how they end up getting killed, and Catwoman has to play it smart to avoid being taken out by other assassins. And this is the Gotham by Gaslight version of the League of Shadows and Talia. And we see basically Talia saying, "Radiant paint? This is no ring of Zhong Li, but a common forgery. The exposition was a trap sent by the Batman." So of course, yeah, we kind of see Batman taking on the League of Assassins, and mainly tries taking them on single-handedly and using his fighting skills. And we kind of see how, yeah, both the Gotham by Gaslight versions of Batman and Catwoman meet. And of course, Batman tries to follow them on the train, and them getting their bows and arrows ready. Batman kind of using his knives and all that, and yeah, takes one of them off from the train. And of course, we kind of see how Talia lays beside a defeated Batman, saying, "When you reach the gates of hell, tell them Talia al Ghul sent you." And yeah, this is the story. So I think, yeah, issue 1 isn't too bad. It definitely sets up to where we're going to eventually see other Gotham by Gaslight characters. And keep in mind that, yeah, the point of the first Gotham by Gaslight story is meant to show what we could get if Gotham by Gaslight continued. And I think it was interesting with the animated movie, showing you what they could do when they adapted the original story, but made something fresh and different. I think the point of the Kryptonian Age is meant to adapt other DC characters and try to fit them in the world of Gotham by Gaslight. Something that I think the Earth 1 graphic novels did, as well as other DC properties. So I think this one definitely deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.